What's up, everybody? It's Bijan the Down reporting live, and thank you for joining me on tonight's, this morning's publication of Bijan the Down Live. So, the title of this piece is called Can Anybody Relate? And I just wanted to discuss a couple of different things that was going on as far as. So, the title of this piece is called Can Anybody Relate? And I just wanted to discuss. My God, today. So, yes, the title of this piece is called Can Anybody Relate? And it pretty much is just talking about the different things that's going on in the United States today. And I mean, some interpersonal things that's going on with myself and just where I'm at right now. I just wanted to share with y'all, my Dons. Yes, the Dons. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you are the Dons because you follow Bijan the Don. So thank you. But I do want to discuss the different protests and the different things that are taking place. You know, there have been a lot of lockdowns that have taken place, and then there have been a lot of, I guess you could say, protests that had taken place, especially in the beginning of the height of George Floyd and his murder. Just gonna call it what it is. It was a murder by the police officers. Um, you know, my thing has always been this: if you're going to riot, if you're going to protest, you definitely have to keep that same energy that you started off with in the midst of that actual protest. I mean, I know myself. I'm not going to get out there and I'm not going to protest and I'm not going to be part of the crowd because, one, I don't want to do it because I don't want to catch coronavirus. I have a respiratory issue as it is, and I don't have no time to be trying to catch nobody's coronavirus. But two, I know that I honestly cannot give it the all that it deserves to be there on the front lines or to be there, on any lines of that protest, walking up and down the street or shouting or carrying any type of anything. You know what I mean? That's just not me. I can I'm more of a person that I can write a letter, I can recite a speech, I can do other stuff, you know what I'm saying, to try to help out. But the thing that pisses me off with the protests is that everybody be so gung ho, everybody be so ready to just turn and tear shit up. And then a couple of weeks later, it's like, okay, where did that same momentum go? Where is that same rage? Where is that same anger? Which I know is there, but if this is what you're doing, you got to keep it up. You got to keep it up, and that's just my opinion. You have to keep it up. You can't sit up there and run out the house with your little face mask on, face mask saying I can't breathe and shit like that, and then a week later it's like everything went back to normal. I hate that about protests, and I hate that about riots. Like I know they're all for a good cause, and I know that for some it does draw attention to the things that matter. But if you can't keep that same momentum up, it just loses me. Now, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just, maybe that's just me. But that's why I really never done the protest because I feel like so much momentum and so much is lost from the people who actually do the protest that it's like, girl, you had all that energy and like, where did it go? You back to normal, living your life, working a little 9 to 5, still cashing out, still trying to get these outfits, still trying to get these shoes, still trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just me. But, that's one of the things I wanted to discuss last night, and I will take any open comments about it. But that's just how I feel. I feel like some of the protests, they're not really warranted. Like, I understand you're upset, but where is your frustration going? That's my thing. Where is your frustration going? When you finish protesting or when you do this protest, what are you protesting for? Where, you get what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? I don't get it, but you know, so to each his own. It is what it is. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But yeah, that's just my thing when it comes to the whole protesting. It's like, that same momentum that, you know, that the people start off with is not the same. It's not the same when they're actually in the. Hold on, y'all. Let me see up here. Let me get my Okay, so on the bottom of the screen, if you are looking for a way to follow me, or if you would like to see more of my videos, you have questions or comments, you can definitely follow me at my search engine. It's at my search engine, at my handle. It is at Bijan the Don. That's BIJANDADON. And that way you can keep up with me. You can let me know what's going on with you. And I'm back. So yeah, so that's my whole take with the whole protest thing. I wish that people would still keep up the same momentum. Back in the day when they was marching with Martin Luther King, they marched for days, months, literally months. So I just I wish that we can just keep up that same momentum. And then on top of that, with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, that for me is a touchy subject. And I did talk about that with my last video when I had Alonzo and Big Meech on, and we were just discussing the different things of the Black Lives Matter and like how you can't really put a Black Lives Matter on something if you aren't really including all lives. You know what I'm saying? Like a bitch like me, if I'm say all our Black Lives Matter, I'm including the black, the blackity black, the lighty light black, the gay black, the lesbian black, the trans black. You know what I mean? The non-binary black, the atheist black, the church black. I'm including all Black lives because Black lives matter. And then when it comes down to someone of the LGBTQ persuasion, then that's when you have your differences, and that's when the lines are drawn. And it's sad because it's like, yet again, the same way that they go about saying that white people treat them like dogs or second rate citizens is the same way that they treat us in our own community. So it's like, how does that work? How does that work where the same treatment and the same way that you're treated is the same way that you treat someone else in your own community that's fighting the same fight and a harder fight? Because at the end of the day, regardless if you are a black man or a black woman, there are certain doors that are open to you because you're heterosexual versus those same doors being open to you because you are gay. It don't work like that. Regardless as to how white people or the Karens, if you will, feel about black people. At the end of the day, there are Karens, or not Karens, but there are Stephanies and Steves and Melissas and Marks that fuck with the black man and the black woman genuinely, and they will have everything to do with them. They don't see color, but hey, if you had to put a color to them, yeah, they're black and we still love them. But when it comes down to the LGBTQ, that's a whole nother subject, so it is what it is. But if you're gonna say Black Lives Matter, you need to include all Black lives, and then see what they do is, instead of like just addressing the shit, they say, "Oh well, the Black lives are the people who were killed by the police officers." Which, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. You're 100% right. But the thing that pisses me off is the fact that, okay, so outside of that, are we not going to acknowledge the trans trans girls that have been killed, or left for dead, or killing themselves because the world tells them that they're not good enough so much that they start to believe it themselves? I don't know, but we need to get our shit together. We really do need to get our shit together. And the only way that that's going to truly happen is if we are all able to come together as one, without the bickering, without the fussing, and without the camaraderie. We have, which I believe, because of the fact that a lot of us Black people do not take the time to fill out the census or to take the time to go vote. I honestly feel like there is a mass population bigger than our white brothers and sisters that we are. I feel like we are definitely bigger and stronger than them. But we do so many things to avoid being noticed. If you were to apply all of the numbers of the African Americans in the United States right now, and we were to work together, like all of us together, and that would be the church folks, the gangbangers, the gays, the blacks. I mean, the blackity blacks, the fair skinned blacks, and the better haired blacks, and the nappy haired blacks, and the older blacks, and the younger blacks, and the black male and the black female. If we were all, in the black child, and the black daughter, and the black son, if we were all to work together, you'll be surprised what kind of an impact we will have on this world. We will be rightfully able to claim what is ours, which is the United States of America. But we will have to work together. And for so many people in our community, our cis community, it's hard to do that. Because at the end of the day, if you did that, then you're pretty much denouncing every ignorant thought that you've possibly had in your head. And who wants to admit that they're wrong, right? I mean, but that's what that is. That's what that is. And lastly, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all go because I really just came on here on a humbug. I didn't want to go to sleep, and I just wanted to record just so I can get something on my YouTube, so I can have some type of content. So I just wanted to record this real quick. I'm also going to the House of Fish in Aberdeen tomorrow, and bitch, let me tell you something. I am so ready to eat some motherfucking freshwater seafood. A motherfucker like me, I love seafood. I done ate seafood since I was like 3 years old. I remember going to Red Lobster with my great grandmother, and like I ordered my own shit because baby, I knew how to read that motherfucking menu up and down, left or right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the little trio motherfucking sampler, or the what was it? The trio motherfucking appetizer with the stuffed mushrooms, the scampi, and the clams. Gonna get that off rip. Okay. Secondly, we're gonna get either the ultimate feast, which comes with the lobster tail, or we're gonna get the animals feast. I think depending on what the budget is, then we would decide whether or not we're gonna get the crab legs. I mean the lobster tail or not. And I think the ultimate feast comes with the lobster tail. Now that I'm a little older though, a motherfucker is ordering the Bar Harbor Bake. Ugh, that motherfucker is as good as a bitch. It's linguine in a nice wine creme sauce, not cream, but creme sauce. And the creme sauce has scallops, mussels, and lobster tail, and shrimp. When I tell you that baby is bad as a bone, that motherfucker is bad as a bone. But yeah, I can't wait to go to the motherfucking House of Fish tomorrow, but because I know it's going down. I know it is. It's going all the way down. All the way down. Okay, let me get my ass off of here. But yeah, I appreciate my dons and I appreciate the people that actually watch and the people that like and share and leave your comments. And again, at the bottom of the page is my social handle. That's pretty much my social handle for everything. So if you go to Instagram, boom. If you go to YouTube, boom. If you go to Twitter, boom. Facebook, boom. Okay, so y'all keep in touch, and again, give me some ideas. I'm always taking suggestions and just different material that you want to see on the show, or just different things of that nature. So I really appreciate you guys again. Again, this is B. Shonda Dunn, and I say thank you so much. I'm getting some sleep. Bye.